Hey, what up everybody? Today we're gonna do a little something different with the oncoming rotation of cards out. I thought it'd be a good idea to check out what each class will lose. Today we're gonna do two different classes. We're gonna actually do Swordcraft since it's obviously my favorite, and we're going to do neutral cards just to check it out. What will these classes lose? What will every deck lose? Once the rotation hits. So Standard and Darkness Evolved is getting rotated out at the end of December. And right off the bat, you see a lot of early game for both. That right now, especially with Aggro Sword, Vanguard is gone. You have some people who actually run Mentor's Teachings sometime. Stop double clicking. So, Palace Fencer is a big aggro sword thing. Right now, Centaur Vanguard, big aggro. Princess Vanguard. So, like, these are all. Can you stop? Okay, so all key cards to aggro sword at the moment. So we look through some other sword cards. Novice Trooper, though Novice Trooper, to be fair, did get a replacement in Princess Juliet, and that's kind of why I think they printed Princess Juliet, but they printed it a little too early. But then if you go back to Angelic Snipe, big D-shift card, Unica has always been a big neutral 2-drop that everybody likes to run. It's widely seen in every deck. Not every deck, but a lot of decks. Some people run Bellringer Angel. Altered Fate is gone. And then if you go to the 5-drops, let me pull it up. A little card called Path to Purgatory is gone. So Path to Purgatory will be dead, because it obviously it just won't be in the rotation anymore. Whole Soul Swing, a big card in Sword, has always been a big card for Sword. What was it? Maid Leader, although Maid Leader, to be fair, did get her own replacement in the form of Lux. Fervent Soldiers also sometimes run in aggro. So there's a lot of interesting stuff going on. Like Ambush Sword, when it was a thing, no 1-drop ambush. So the 1-drops, especially for Sword here, they're losing a lot of possible early game they could use. When when Vagabond Frog had its own, like, not aggro deck, but a Vagabond Frog deck, this card was used with that as well. So Veteran Lancer, in mid-range Sword especially, that's a good 2-drop. That's not going to be there anymore to use. So we go down to the list here. We get into the 3-drops. Healing Angel and Haven. Not really talking about Haven, but just in general, Haven uses Healing Angel for Alana. A lot of people don't use Angelic Barrage much. It's decent tech for, like, say, bats or something, but Ruthless Assassin is a decent card. White Paladin, a good card. Erd, especially for, like, Dragoncraft, Erd is Erd can do some good things for you. As we go down the list here, a good Take 2 card is this dude right here. I think they're rotating out in Take 2 these cards as well. I would have to go back and look. Dance of Death is a rotated out card as well. Aurelia, not used much anymore, but still a good card in her own right, just no place in the meta. So we go into these 6-drops here, and a key 6-drop that is lost for Sword is Widest Command. A lot of tools for aggro sword are going by the wayside. A lot of the early game, and then like this is one of the finishers. That will help you finish a game along with Albert. No Otohime anymore. Not that anyone uses it. It's unfortunate because I like the card. No Tsubaki for sword. No Frontquard General. Just noticed that. As we get into the late drops, we start seeing big, like, sometimes Dragoncraft type cards like Lucifer. Odin is a huge tech in certain decks. And Prince of Darkness / Satan. No more of that. Leonidas, as much as we all love Leonidas, he just never, by the time you get to turn 9, you're dead. And Olivia is also a Darkness Evolved card. Not seen much in Constructed, but if what I remember is correct, in Take 2, it's definitely something that will be missed if you ended up pulling it. Another card, Alexander, of course. Like one of the only board clears Sword has, other than Cyclone Blade, which is not very good. I just pulled this yesterday. I'm very happy with that. So, whoa, go back. All right, so just making sure I didn't miss anything here. A lot of good cards for just in general, neutral in general, and then for sword, just going by the wayside. It's going to be very interesting to see how, especially like if you want to run aggro sword, there's a lot of that early game that is just not going to be there. The Novice Trooper and Princess Juliet's not going to be there anymore. You know, Quick Blade or Palace Fencer all day, not anymore. You know, what is that? Perseus, Centaur Vanguard. A lot of the early game stuff where they just blow you away before you can even get to your evolve points. A lot of that tech is going away, and I think that will be good for sword in a way. But can Swordcraft exist without its aggro variants? I don't know if it can, because mid-range doesn't, it's decent enough, but the crux of sword will always be Albert, which will be also very interesting when 3 months after December, what is it, Rage of Bahamut or Rise of Bahamut? What is it called? I don't remember. The Bahamut expansion. Albert gets rotated out. How will sword deal without having Albert? Another card that will be, since we're talking about neutral cards, that will be rotated out with that set is Bahamut, which I think is going to be a wonderful thing, because, like, especially if you play a Dragon Mirror where they're just dropping Bahamut after Bahamut, it's ridiculously stupid, and it's very skillless. You know, you want to clear the board. There's no repercussions for playing Bahamut. You know, just because he can't attack face when there's 2 things on the field is not a glaring weakness to the card. It just does too much on its own without any like backdraw or yeah. So lots of interesting things coming on the horizon. Like I said, this is just going to be a short video today. We're going to break down each 2 classes a day just to check it out. Something interesting I want to look at, and that's all for today then. Swordcraft and Neutral, the cards that will be lost forever, unless you want to play you know, not rotation, which is an option as well. But let me know what you think, and if I missed anything here in the comments below. I'd like to know what you think about these cards that are being rotated out for neutral and sword. Otherwise, that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed that. We'll be back tomorrow. We will talk about, let's see, how about Forest and Runecraft? We'll talk about that tomorrow. But until then, I'll see you later. Subscribe below for more Shadowverse content, and I hope everyone has a great day. Take care.